The hard part is not losing the weight. The hard part is keeping the weight off. 3 out of 4 people gain the weight back. Here are 4 tips that will help you to maintain that weight. Okay, number 4 sounds like absolutely stupid, but it is something that has huge psychological impact. Hi, I'm Amra Ishaq. I am not an influencer. I'm just here to share information and my experiences so you can choose what's best for you. Have some sort of a nutritional strategy. Either they have, like, I wake up in the morning and I don't eat for a couple of hours, so they have that sort of an intermittent fasting thing, or they have like a cutoff time. So I go to sleep at 2, I'm not going to eat anything after 11:30. Or they have flexible eating, right? So they know that, throughout the week I'm going to track my calories, eat the same type of food that I was eating on my meal plan, and on the weekend I would probably have higher calorie days. Then when they follow some sort of a nutritional strategy, it becomes a habit for them, and they're mindful of it. So it's not like the all the decision, all the question, all the thinking about food has gone out of the window. People who keep the weight off have some sort of a nutritional strategy, but then pick one that suits you and works best for you. The second tip, they include some or the other form of activity. Now, most people that I know who started with the idea of losing weight have fallen in love with weightlifting. I don't think I've met anyone who's like hated weightlifting. But anyway, you have to choose what works for you. So people who keep the weight off, they do some or the other form of activities. So it could be Zumba, it could be swimming, it could be just this habit of walking after meals, or increasing your NEAT, in the sense that you'll take the stairs instead of the elevator. So some of the other activity is a lifelong thing for them. I know people who started with weight loss and doing like marathons right now. Number 3, this is not the optimum way. This is something that I used to do and it has worked for me, so I'll share with you, is that I give myself a weight range. So for me, I probably was not mindful of a lot of other things, because that was back when I was really living the life. But I was like, I give myself the window of 58 to 62 kg. So as long as I was within that window, I'd be okay. All's well. I can continue doing what I'm doing. But the moment I would touch 62, I was like, you know what? We need to make changes. So if you give yourself like a range, and have like a particular dress that you fit into, and you're like, you know what? If this dress starts getting tight, it's time for me to make changes. Speaking of dresses, that is tip number 4. And like I said, it may sound stupid, but get rid of your old clothes. Please do that. So the first time when I lost the weight, I came down from 96 to 62 for all the wrong reasons, did everything wrong. But I kept all my 3XL clothes back then. And as I started gaining weight, so I came down from 3XL to medium. Okay. And then as I started gaining weight, I went from like a medium to large. But then I was wearing the clothes that were 3XL. So even at a large, my 3XL clothes were still baggy. So at the back of my mind was like, you know what? I've not gained that much weight. I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it again. I've done it once, I'll do it again. But sooner than I knew, my 3XL went up to 5XL and I couldn't fit into those. So if you can get rid of your old clothes, I understand I have an unhealthy attachment to old clothes too. So I get it. I hear you. But it can have huge psychological impact. So these are the 4 tips that can help you to maintain the weight after you've lost. But it's important for you to understand how your body has changed metabolically and especially hormonally, so you can then stay fit forever.